Welcome to Teal Table Talks. Join us around the table for an in-depth and behind-the-scenes look at Soundscapes and the community we serve. Hello, I'm Carol Minter, Executive Director at Soundscapes, and my two special guests today, I'm very excited to introduce you to Karma Carter, who is a senior at Woodside. She plays cello with the Peninsula Youth Orchestra and came to Soundscapes through the Peninsula Youth Orchestra, and Emma Thomas. Emma is also a senior at Woodside. She plays viola and sings, and she has been at Soundscapes significantly longer than I have. She actually started as a first grader about 12 years ago, and let me know before we started, viola is my life. So, with that, you are definitely today going to get a real behind-the-scenes look at what it's like to be at Soundscapes, because these two are in it. They're doing it. So I'm really excited to let you all hear more about it. So not only are these two student musicians, but they are also both some of our student employees at Soundscapes. So let's just jump right into it. Why don't you... I just want to hear, what is it you do at Soundscapes for, obviously you are playing music and you are a student with the program, but tell us about your employment at Soundscapes. What do you do and what has that been like?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, it's technically two different jobs. So it's being a teaching assistant and then also being a performer in the performance ensemble, which have two totally different job details, I guess if you could say. So as a teaching artist, we are working with the students, tuning, or helping tune, just being there for them and being a support for their main teacher. And basically doing anything the main teacher wants us to help with, whether that be counting rhythms or stuff like that. Whereas in the performance ensemble, we play around the community and we engage with each other, and it's all about teamwork and building that strong bond through that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm also the same exact that Emma just discussed, but also I'd say working with the students, like of course like we tune like Emma said, but also having someone who's like relatively in the age range, that helps a lot with the students to feel more open and like if they're unsure about a rhythm, instead of like them being quiet and scared to ask the teacher, they could just be like, call us over, like, hey, Karma, what's this? I'd be like, da-da-da-da, you know, giving them more support. Technically, I have another job with Soundscapes.
I know, yeah.
And the third job is I'm a, like, how do I say this? Like a digitizing the music and the music library. Yeah, exactly.
Music librarian.
A music librarian.
Yeah.
But that doesn't sound cool, so I gotta make it like See, no, because Mr. Ramirez told me that, like, when he first said it, I said, I'm gonna use that, because he said digitizing music. And when you first hear digitizing music, you're like, what's that, really? What's that? That sounds so complicated. But it's actually really simple, but I don't want to say it's simple. So, yeah.
It's important, though. It's important, because we had all that music that we had that was hard copy that we've been, like, gathering for years and years and years, and we're all moving toward doing so much more digitally, and Karma is the one who is making that hard copy music digital for us. She's digitizing. It's amazing.
It's easy to access.
Just as cool as it sounds. Yeah.
Very cool.
No, but I actually love what you were saying about working with the younger students as in kind of that mentorship capacity. So it's not just that you're there to help the teacher. It's that you're really there to be somebody that the younger students they can look up to, and they might feel more comfortable talking to you while they're... I love what you said. You're like, sometimes there's a question they don't really want to ask the teacher, but they'll ask you. And I think that's really cool.
And I think in this like aspect, it's not just about the music for them though, because they're coming to us with like personal stuff and stuff they really don't feel comfortable telling the teacher because they're just not comfortable. They see the, oh, that's a big adult. You're just a small adult. Like that's like you're still older than me and you're still my teacher, but you're closer, so I feel like I can talk. That's what it is. Like I've had students come up to me and tell me some personal stuff, and I'm just like, wow.
Well, but that's, yes, we're a music program. We're also a community and a support system.
Yes.
So
I love it.
Absolutely.
I love being able to be there for the students.
That's good. Now, the other thing that both of you are a part of is our performance ensemble. And that is new this year. And I love this group so much. It is a group of some of our top students who actually you all had to audition in, right?
Yes.
You didn't just get handpicked. You had to audition to be a part of it. But these are students who go out and they play gigs in the community. What's that been like to actually be a gigging musician as part of Soundscapes this year?
For me, I feel cooler because when people ask me, "Can we hang out today?" and I'll be like, "No, I got a gig. I gotta do this." But it also teaches me kind of discipline too, because not only do I have to practice my music, I also have to put on that like public act that I'm representing. It's not an act, but like I have to be. My school side is different from my soundscape side.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I have to represent, be professional. I feel like I've gotten to see around the community more, and also I didn't even know that the art museum was open, and so I've been taking my friends to the art museum after we played that. I was like, wow, why have I never knew about this? And like other places too. So I really like that the performance ensemble has brought that opportunity to me.
Awesome. What's it been like for you?
Wow, I feel like I've grown so much. I love gigging, and it's really the same stuff Karma said, but on top of that, learning how to work with people and on a chamber level, and not being, because on chamber level you can't hide.
Yeah.
You have to play out.
That's true.
You can't hide. If you're messing up, people know.
Yeah.
So it's taking responsibility in that idea of I have to practice. I have to practice at this time because I have this rehearsal, and then I have this gig, and then I have to do everything else on top of that.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a lot, but it's a lot of fun at the same time.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear it's been fun.
It is.
Because it was an experiment for us this year. So
it's been really fun.
you all think we should keep it going?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, most definitely.
Good.
It's been so
Good.
fun.
No, I think we're planning to. What are some of the gigs that you've enjoyed this year so far?
There's a lot.
Do any of them stand out?
The art museum.
That was neat.
Torgler Center.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Torgler? I don't
Torgler.
know.
Torgler Center.
I never
Yes.
say it right. Torgler
Yeah,
Center.
Torgler with a twist. That was a good one. I was at that
was
one.
it the Hampton Coliseum where it was
Yes.
like a gala?
The convention center.
Cool.
Yeah,
The
right.
convention
The convention center. That's what I meant. But yeah, that was.
That was fun.
I felt professional and I felt really important because we were all dressed fancy and everyone else was dressed fancy, and yeah, it was really nice.
Excellent.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, the other thing that you all have gotten to do through the work with the ensemble is we had a new partnership last week with the Garth Newell Music Center.
Yes.
And the performance ensemble had a chance to go out and work. There's a quartet that is actually based there at the Garth Newell Music Center. And you all went and spent a portion of spring break working with them and getting to spend some time exploring up in the mountains too, right?
Yes.
So I have not heard, I've seen a few pictures, but I have not heard about this yet. And I've been waiting for this time to hear about it. Like, tell me all about it. I can't wait to hear about it. How was it?
Wow. So on the music side of it, it was really phenomenal to hear the piano quartet.
Yeah.
And we got to see them live at a performance.
beforehand,
in
a concert.
Charlottesville, yes. And that was so cool because it was like you could see them interacting with each other and just seeing the cues and the breathing, and it was just that part of it was phenomenal. And then to spend 4 days with them and learn from them how they do what they do as a collective group. And it was very insightful and really, I think, pushed everybody kind of out of their comfort zone because we were playing for this group of professional musicians that we never met before. And so it was, once again, they could hear every mistake. But it was good. There's no other words than good. There are, but I can't think of them, so good is the word.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, I learned many techniques. One, I realized I've been playing with my bow wrong, and I played since 6th grade, so like I have a bad habit. But the cellist actually told me break that habit, so I have been like having that on the forefront of my mind when I'm playing. Sometimes I make a few mistakes, but yeah, so I was really grateful to have learned that new technique, and also watching them perform at the concert, I realized like what I could potentially be like, because they made it was just the four of them, and they made it sound like a full orchestra, and they had the audience so engaged, and
That's cool.
there was just like 5 minutes of applause. That's what they deserved, and
That's awesome.
I was thinking like I can do that eventually.
Aspirations. I like
Yes.
that. That's great.
Well, the other side of it.
Yes.
The other side of it.
Okay. So we started with the music side, but we want to hear the rest of it.
Because
Yeah.
the music side is the most important thing. I mean, that's what we.
Yes.
That's what we're there for.
But it was also spring break and a wonderful experience, right? So
Yes.
tell me more.
Baby goats.
I saw pictures
Baby
of both
goats.
of you holding baby goats.
I started crying.
Oh my gosh,
I
they're
like-
so cute. We've got to figure out a way. We're gonna like insert pictures of them
Yes.
holding baby goats somehow
I
in this
was
video.
sobbing. I was crying. So I'm holding this baby goat and I start crying because it was
Yeah.
just the cutest thing.
Yeah.
It fell asleep in Karma's arms.
No.
It
I was
literally-
connected.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
I was like this.
And it just
I
fell
was connected.
There's a picture of Karma and I. Karma's holding the baby goat. We look like a little family. It's a great picture. And then we also hiked a mountain,
Cool.
like up to the
Yeah.
top of the mountain.
Yeah.
It was
how far? Do you know how far the hike was? I hike all the time,
It
so
was
I'm like
like-
so interested in this.
it was like 2 miles.
That's
it wasn't-
that's decent.
It's
Yeah.
just- but it was like
It was high.
Have either of you done any hiking before?
yes.
Okay.
We've hiked together.
but
Okay.
Not a mountain.
Like
Yeah,
I
just
felt like I
around
was
this area.
stepping up 5 steps at a time. I was going like straight
Yeah.
up like this.
It felt like
Yeah.
it was hard.
But the view was beautiful out there.
It was. Oh my goodness.
Oh
There's,
my gosh, yeah, that's a beautiful area.
It was.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
out in the like mountains of Virginia. Yeah.
Yes. Close to the Alleghenies.
Okay.
It's also super, super quiet.
It
And
is.
Oh,
I
that
need
sounds
that
nice.
peace. I was so glad there was no pollution from
yes.
cars,
Yeah.
from these buildings. That
It
really
was beautiful, truthfully. And just being out there was very calming. You know, everyday life is very stressful, and I think even though it was a music trip and it was a work trip, it didn't feel like that. It felt like
Yeah.
vacation.
nice. Yeah, that's why I was calling it a workation.
Workation.
Oh, I
because-
like that.
It really
Yes.
felt like vacation.
Yes.
Along with the hiking, we also went to
Hot springs.
hot
the warm
springs. I didn't
natural
know what it was
springs.
called. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. That was an experience. It was weird. Like, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But, like, just because, I don't know. It was just an interesting...
It's like natural
Yes.
springs,
So
right?
there's no chlorine.
Okay.
Right. So it's kind of like you feel good because it's natural, but it's also weird because
You feel like-
you feel kind of icky.
Yeah, look at that. We're about to say the exact same thing.
Okay.
But, like, afterwards, like, once you take a shower afterwards, you're like, wow,
Okay.
calm.
Was it hot?
It was warm.
Like a hot
was-
tub? Like
It was-
That was really warm.
Okay.
But
It
that's
wasn't as
that's
hot
what
as
made
hot
it
tub.
uncomfortably comfortable. You know, because when something's like, especially when you're floating in a pool of warm water, you think like, did somebody go to the bathroom or something?
That was the
But
question.
no, it was actually supposed to be like that.
Okay, good.
But it was relaxing and
Yes.
nice.
it made like our skin feel smooth.
Okay.
Very soft.
Very healing too.
Yes.
Nice. And music. A
And
perfect
music.
trip.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, yeah, exactly.
That's
All of it.
awesome. Yeah. Well, you mentioned sort of the stress of life. So you all are seniors.
Yes.
Let's talk about school. How's your senior year going? It's almost over,
It is.
right?
It's almost over.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's so for me. I'm not taking as hard of classes as I'm used to, so I'm bored. But it's also stressful
Yeah.
because you have all this pressure of okay, you're an adult now. You're about to go on to the real world. For me, I'm going to college in the fall, so it's very stressful in the sense of you're an adult.
Yeah. High expectations.
Yes, it's definitely different
Yeah.
than what I expected. And prom's right around the corner, so that's exciting.
Ooh.
All the fun stuff is about to happen, and it's about to go by really quick. Our graduation's June 3rd, so
Oh my
it's
gosh.
almost there. We're
You're gonna
almost
blink. You're gonna blink, and it's gonna be here.
Yes.
So, tell us more about your plans for the fall.
there. Oh, okay. So I'll be attending James Madison University in the fall, pursuing a degree in viola performance. So my bachelor's in music. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
I'm so ready. I'm
Congratulations.
so ready. Thank you.
That's awesome.
She is JMU everything.
Everything.
Sweatshirt.
Ready to go,
pants.
ready to go.
Oh, yes. No, it's my motivation to keep trucking at
Yeah.
the end of this.
Yeah.
How about you, Karma? What
Yeah,
are your plans?
What do you have coming up? And how's your senior year going?
Okay,
Yes.
so let me start with my senior year. So in the beginning of my senior year, I didn't really have any direction because my life was so hectic, so I didn't really know what I was going to do. I thought because my junior year, I started applying for colleges. I thought college was my path, but there was no path. I was just following the expectation of going to college right after high school, going to school, doing school, stuff like that. So, but then maybe January, I had this epiphany in like military. And so I'm going with military now.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
What
I guess
branch? Do you know?
Air Force.
Fantastic.
Air Force, yes. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for my new life, my new break, and the military benefits.
Yes, definitely. That's wonderful. And your senior year's going well?
It's pretty stressful and busy, but I kind of find comfort in that. I like it being stressful and busy. I take 3 AP classes. I actually have a full 7-period schedule. I shouldn't have did that to myself because I don't get a break, but I like it like that. So and then doing the stuff with like rehearsing for PYO and then the ensemble.
And then
It
teaching.
just fills up my head.
Yeah. So how does music fit into all this? Because you're busy, you're seniors, you've got all this stuff going on. Like, what does it mean to you to be involved in music? Like, what does music mean for you?
Oh man.
Music for me is like peace. Even though I do make mistakes in rehearsal and I'm learning every day, it brings me. It's like my relaxing time because I get to spend it with all these musicians, learn different things, train my ears, and also have fun at the same time. So it's my relaxing portion of the day.
Awesome.
Man, I do everything music. Even at school, I have 2 chorus classes and an orchestra class, and I don't have a full schedule. So, and then I have the PYO rehearsal, and then ensemble rehearsal, and then practicing on my own time.
Yeah.
It's my whole life. I identify with music. It's like I told you earlier. It's my whole life. So, It's my calm, it's my peace, like Karma was saying. It's my happy space. It's my meditation, if you will, when I'm practicing on my own. It's how I center. It's my yoga.
That's amazing. And now, but you were telling us earlier, starting to tell us earlier, you weren't even intending to play the viola. Tell me this. How did you end up here?
Okay. So back in first grade, when my first year of the program. Okay.
We're taking it.
We're taking it way back.
Okay.
So at the end of the year, I got a paper and I had all the instruments that Soundscapes offered. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that the violin picture and the viola picture was the same picture. I kid you not. I'm pretty.
Okay.
Yep. Same picture. And I could not read for nothing. I sucked at reading in first grade, so I circled both of them. Both of them, because we had like top 3.
Yeah.
Circle them. I don't know what my third one was. I can't remember. But I know I circled the 2 pictures that looked like violin because I wanted to play violin. Second grade comes around. I'm first day in the program. And I get a viola. And I said, I didn't pick this. They were like, well, that's what you got.
How could you tell the difference? I mean, one is bigger and one is smaller.
I was told it was a viola.
Okay.
I was so angry. I was so angry and upset about it.
Oh, no.
That year, I did not put in effort. I had to take level 2 twice. I did.
No.
I did. So
It's okay to take level 2 twice.
It is because I'm actually grateful for that because so I took it twice. And I was so frustrated that third year when they told me I had to take it again because I was like, wait, but I have a twin. My brother's moving up to level 3. Why am I not moving up to level 3? And everybody,
you had yet to embrace your fate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then I did. And then I got this drive that I never knew that I had, and I just kept pushing, and I kept pushing. And now I'm here, and I'm going to school for it in the fall.
See, it worked out. Ladies and gentlemen, it worked out.
I'm laughing over here. I gave her that form. And
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He gave me that form.
It's wonderful.
So did you make the viola and violin the same?
Yeah.
He did.
Wow.
See, so I'm not crazy. I knew.
Wow.
So did you make the oboe and clarinet the same?
Well, they didn't offer oboe. They still don't offer oboe.
okay.
You should
Okay.
offer oboe. We should offer oboe.
Okay.
Just saying. Just
All
idea.
right. Well, that's great. So, before we wrap up, we have the very important rapid fire 4. We have 4 questions that I'm going to ask.
Oh, 4 questions?
4 questions that I'm going to ask.
Is it a race?
No.
Okay.
It can be.
You said rapid
no,
fire.
please no. I
I
suck at
know,
it.
but no, it's
you're
not.
like, you're spitting it out as like, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. It's just they're going to come quickly. There's actually not a race.
Okay.
So, I have 4 questions. You're each going to get a chance to answer. Number one, we're going to start with a very easy one.
Okay.
Emma, what is your favorite instrument?
Viola.
Good answer. Karma, what's your favorite instrument?
Mine is actually saxophone.
What?
It's actually saxophone. I meant to be in band, but then all my friends picked orchestra, so I was like, why not do orchestra? But saxophone, it sounds so lovely to me. I
mean, I love the
it.
saxophone.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I love that. That's wonderful. Emma, what was a memorable recent concert that you attended?
It was the concert, it's the daily program Soundscapes concert in March, because I got to see the improvement of my students from November to March.
That's awesome. Same
I'm
question.
actually gonna say the exact same thing.
No, you can take her answer.
No, because
Okay.
it was also that, and she was conducting in it. So
Well, no, I conducted a November concert.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought
true.
that's what you were talking about.
No, I was talking
okay,
about
well,
March concert.
so I was
Your
talking about
favorite
the
is
sounds.
okay.
I was talking about that one because I didn't know the students at that time, but like it seemed like Emma's connection with them. I was like, I want to do that. So actually, after that concert, I went up to Miss Kim and was like, I want to do what she's doing. So
That's awesome. I love that. I love that. So you each picked a Soundscapes concert, just a different concert.
Yes.
Very cool. What was your dream job when you were little?
Okay, hold on. Oh, I've always wanted to be a musician. I've
Always?
always. I mean, well, hold on. No, okay.
Like little, like you
Little.
haven't even gotten a viola yet.
I wanted to be a nurse in the military
Okay.
because my brother had joined the army.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Not
"Man."
the twin brother.
Not the twin brother. No, another brother. He joined the army, and I wanted to be a nurse because my mom's a
Nice.
nurse. So I just put the two
Yeah.
together.
I want to do it all.
Yes.
I love it. All right,
Okay.
what do you think?
My dream job was a police officer because I think it was my Halloween costume, and I was like, this is kind
You
of
know
good
what?
on me. So
You liked it, and you
I
went
want to
with
drive
it.
a police car and
That's-
just
I can see it.
turn on.
Maybe
and
you
I
should
used
be
to
a police
watch is it Cops? Is that what the show
Yes.
is? Yeah, I used to watch with my parents. So I was like,
There you go.
maybe I could do that one day.
There you go. All right. Cool. And if you had one magic wish for Soundscapes, what would it be? Go. Magic, so anything.
Magic. So anything. I think for it to grow for everywhere, to be everywhere. I think
Everywhere.
everywhere.
I love it.
No, I mean it. Like
Yeah.
everywhere, because I feel like it's such an important program, and programs like it. I think that it needs to be in every city. I think it needs to be in every elementary school and just grow. I think it's so important to have music in the communities.
Awesome. Definitely gonna take some magic for that one. I love
Yes.
it though. Yeah. What do you think?
So it's kind of like similar to Emma's, but Mr. Ramirez was talking about it before, like his dream. But I actually want that to happen for Soundscapes too. Is like have a hub for Soundscapes, and just it's building just in the middle of the city, and it just says Soundscapes in that color, and
Yeah.
then for the D it's that quarter half note or something. I just thought that was so cool because I was like, it's music, the music note.
Love it. I love it.
Yes.
That vision we're working on. I think we can make that one happen.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us around the table.
Thanks for joining us around the teal table. Learn more at soundscapes.org. Soundscapes is supported in part by the National Endowment for the Arts, Virginia Commission for the Arts, Newport News Arts Commission, Carnegie Hall through the Play USA program, LA Phil through the Partners in Music Learning program, D'Addario Foundation, Town Bank, the Bernadine Franciscan Sisters Foundation, and the City of Newport News. Learn more at soundscapes.org.